don't know if you were a bit like me, but my best position in basketball was about sitting at about 8th or 9th on the bench, 10th depending on how many players that we had. I was not a great shooter. I didn't make the starting lineup, but I'll tell you what happened. When the opportunity came and the coach needed somebody to play good defense and to rebound, I could do that. I was the short kid. There was no way that I was going to compete with some of the kids that were on our team or on the other team. But there were ways that I found that I could make a difference. But by today's standards, in many ways, I would have been considered a failure. But I got in the game, and there's a saying that goes, falling doesn't make you a failure. Not getting back up does. The thing about it was I wasn't going to make the NBA, and that's okay. What I did find is that I enjoyed playing basketball. Just because I wasn't going to be a star in the next level doesn't mean that I failed along the way. I learned how to play the game. I learned how to enjoy it, and I learned how to love it. There's some ancient wisdom that says a just person falls 7 times and gets back up. That comes from the book of Proverbs, and I want to break that out a little bit because I want to talk to you about today 3 lessons that this parable gives to us about how we can overcome adversity in our lives, and it's something that I've experienced in my own life as well. The first part of this parable talks about being a just person. I think that has more to do with being a person of character, a just person, not merely a good person. It's the definition of integrity. We don't hear a lot of that in this world, but I learned that from my dad, something that always resounded with me and made an impact on me. Who are you when nobody else is looking? That's a significant part of our life's journey and this journey to facing adversity. It's foundational that we start with who we are, being a person of character and defining that for ourselves. Let me ask you, what characteristics do you value the most in your life? The second, get after it. Get on with life. You're going to have to face it. And with life comes difficulties. You're going to get hit. You're going to get knocked down. That's a big part of it. And the assumption of the writer of Proverbs is that you're in the game. In my book, Life Sucks, Seek God, I deal with this head on. Life sucks. Life is going to hit you. Early on in my life, I faced some adversities, and then I went through a stretch where in many ways I didn't seem to face that many. And then with getting hit in 2000 with testicular cancer, and then the loss of my vision, then the death of my wife, and a number of other things, it was like a snowball of things that just kept coming. It's going to happen. Life is going to do that. Throughout the wisdom literature of the Bible and so many others, we find that that is the reality. Are you in the game? So what next? Well, get up. Don't stay down. Don't stay in that place. Now that's easy for me to say, I know, but it goes back to the very beginning. A just person, a person of character. Are you that person? And if you're not, have you dealt with it? Are you facing it? Are you becoming that? Are you identifying those things that really matter? Because you've got to get up. You've got to face what comes next along the way. There's no way that you can get around that aspect. And if you don't have character, then what you're going to find, more often than not, is that you're going to claw your way back with unethical means, in ways that you will compromise who you are. I know for me in my own journey, this has to do with talking about and wrestling with self-reflection. Self-reflection sucks sometimes, just like life. But the reality of that is we can journey, we can grow. I'm somebody that believes firmly in that. My mentor in grad school, Don Joy, talked about moral development, and we focused a lot on how we have the potential as human beings to grow and develop. Who are you hanging out with? Who are the birds that you flock with? Each and every step of the way, I want to ask this of you as well. Who are your heroes? We don't talk about that a lot, it seems, in our world, our lives. But who are your heroes? Who are the people that you look at and look to and want to emulate? That's a significant part of this journey of who do you want to become. Ultimately, when it comes to facing adversity, what's going to move you forward is what is it that you are looking for in the future, in your life. That's one of the reasons that I wrote the book the way that I did, Life Sucks, Seek God, because I wanted people, as I did myself, to keep after the faith journey, because I truly believe that enhancing life is enhancing the soul, and it makes a difference in our world and our lives. So what are the characteristics that matter most to you? For me, it was shaped and formed as a child and as a young adult when I learned this great list. And character that matters, a person who is just, is someone who is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Sound familiar? If you're a Boy Scout, it might. And just because there are those that might have compromised that doesn't mean that the list isn't valid. For those things draw us forward and help us to move in our lives. You know what? I'm not going to win, and I didn't win any world championships as a basketball player, but I have become a person of character, and that matters more than anything. What characteristics and what character issues matter most to you? I hope that this helps you to enhance your life. Make sure that you like and subscribe.